All right, hey guys, Ham Solo here, Kilo Zero Foxtrot Yankee Romeo. I am in Indiana, and I am at one of 3 of the only SOTA summits in all of Indiana that are designated by the Summits on the Air organization. As far as I know, 2 of them are private, and one of them is public, and I am at the public one. This is the Jackson County High Point, maybe 3/4 of a mile in from where I parked, and about a 475-foot elevation gain. Already had some bad times when I set up. I threw my antenna up, and you can tell there's a lot of branches and trees. Well, I snagged it and of course ripped it out of the socket, and I don't have any soldering stuff. And so I put up my in-fed half wave. It's pretty early in the morning, it's still 7 o'clock, and so hopefully I can get somebody on 20 meters. But basically the in-fed is right here. You can see the connection point. And I've got it winged out, pretty sure about southeast, and got the radio on IC 75 or 7705, excuse me, and running on the internal battery. And so 5 watts on that. Got the iPad out, and going to do a summit and a park here in Indiana. So let's get this going. CQ SOTA, CQ POTA, this is Kilo Zero Foxtrot Yankee Romeo. Summits and parks on the air, K0 FYR.
Kilo 1, Romeo Alpha Hotel. QSL, you just came up a little bit. Yep, you're about a 4-4 here in Florida. Foxtrot Lima.
Victor Alpha 3, Juliet, India, November. QSL, Victor Alpha 3, Juliet, India, November, you're 5-7, Ontario.
Kilo 5, Sierra Delta Echo Mobile. Kilo 5, Sierra Delta Echo Mobile. I have you 4 and 5, 4 and 5, West Texas.
Victor Alpha 3, Foxtrot Zulu. Yes, go ahead. Victor Alpha 3, Foxtrot Zulu, Robin, Ontario, you're 5-9.
I'm running 5 watts, and I'm on a summit and a park. Do you need either number?
No, we don't, and congratulations. That's a pretty good signal here.
Whiskey Bravo 9, November Delta Golf. QSL, you are 5-2 Florida, 5-2 Florida.
Whiskey 1, uniform, Bravo, come on. Roger, 5-9, Victor Tango, over.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you're 5-9 here for sure. Good sound. I'm running about 5 watts.
You're doing an amazing job for 5 watts, I'll tell you. Thank you, sir, for being out there. Good to make contact with us. Have a truth. Whiskey Bravo 5, Oscar X-Ray, Quebec, Mobile. Yes, Whiskey Bravo 5, Oscar X-Ray, Quebec, Mobile in Waco, Texas. I'm seeing you about a 4x3, but still perfectly readable.
At Kilo Station?
November 5 Tango Delta Victor. November 5 Tango Delta Victor. I have you 5-5 Texas, 5-5.
The Kilo Delta 2, go ahead.
Roger, this is Kilo Delta 2, Hotel Charlie Uniform. I'm QRP in New York. That's November Yankee, and you're hitting me about a 5-7.
Yeah, received. I'm going to give that back to you, 5-7 from my QRP rig. I'm running 5 watts on a dipole.
Roger that. I'm running 10 watts into a random wire. And I love that you're out there this early in the morning because it's so much easier to get through with the low power.
Kilo Delta 5, Bravo Alpha. QSL, we got you 5 and 4, Southeast Texas.
So I'm going to go QRT. All right, there you have it. Basically in about 12 minutes I got 11 contacts, and so even though it's still early in the morning, knocked it out fairly easy. Got 12 contacts in the summit and the park. Gonna tear down and gonna head to Illinois and try to get into a couple of activations in today. And so you know, had the faux pas with the pack antenna. I'm sure I'll be able to resolder that. Hopefully that won't be too bad. And also my dipole, one end of it unwound, and all I had to do was secured with tape, and so that's not that big a loss. I was able to put it up still and get it in the tree, but you know, you have these little setbacks. And so now let me pack up everything. I'm gonna head back down the car and then on the way to Illinois. All right, on the way to the Illinois site, apparently I had the wrong map coordinates plugged into the app I was using to get there, and so I'm off by something like 30 something miles. So that's pretty far off. And having scouted the site before and what it took to get there, I started down this trail, and it ended up being not what was advertised in the SOTA goat, and that's because it's actually the wrong trail. And so let me show you what I got into. I was coming down here. It's a little bit deep on the right, and so I was on the left side, both tires. Came down. It started getting a little worse. I slid a little bit, got into this ravine on the right. Not a ravine, but a ditch. And as it crossed over, it ended up making me slide to the left, and now I'm sitting in a place that I can't get out of. And so this thing has all-wheel drive and all that, but the mud is so wet here that it didn't matter. It's just spinning the tires. And so I tried logs underneath, and then it made me go maybe another couple feet, but it's so deep that I'm not getting any traction at all. And so I ended up having to call a tow to see if they can come out and get me out. As I was trying to set a pin to show the guy where I was, I realized that it's nowhere near the actual site that I was trying to get to in the first place. And so I think what happened was when I got the coordinates, instead of going to the summit like I was supposed to go, it actually sent me to the coordinates where the Shawnee National Forest pin is located instead of the summit pin. And I think that was just, I was switching between apps, and I copied coordinates, and I thought it was for the summit, which would have had mostly a road that goes straight there, like a paved road. And I know it said something about a trail, and if you have a four-wheel drive vehicle, it's fine. So even if it's an asphalt trail, it would have been better than this. And so as I got on this, I thought, well, you know, maybe this is what they were talking about, but it ended up being the wrong site. So lesson learned on that one. Now I'm trying to see if they can even get a tow truck back here. There's a easement, some type of utility easement that's right here in front of me that I'll be able to get to probably that point. But down this trail all the way to where my vehicle is back there, not sure. And so I'm looking up four-wheel drive clubs too, and maybe these guys have a suggestion if they're not able to get the tow truck back here. Another day. After they arrived with the tow truck, basically they kind of looked at the position it was in, and it's really wet. It's kind of hard to tell from this, but they ended up coming in with the skid steer in order to pull me out. And so that thing almost got stuck itself, and that's how wet it was. But I want to thank the guys at Britain's Wrecker Service for making the effort. All right, after being stuck there in the mud, excuse me, after being stuck there in the mud, having to get winched out with that skid loader or skid steer, I tried to get to the Illinois spot. It's raining. Started raining pretty good. I'm standing out here now. It's raining on me now. Radio started to get fairly wet. It's coming and going in bursts, and it doesn't look like it's going to let up. I just set up right over there. I had the wings of the dipole north-south, and got 10 people pretty much right off the bat, and I had to have at least 10 people waiting, but it started raining pretty good. And so I put the stuff away. It was pretty much soaking wet, and so trying to avoid that, especially with my IC 705 and my iPad and so forth. So had to stop the activation there. Got the 10 in though. Did activate the park and the summit here, but unfortunately I couldn't answer any of the other people that were calling. I still have to go to Missouri, and so I'm going to go ahead and head out. And I just have to put QRT on there. So sorry guys. Got the 10 contacts in that I could, but as it started to rain more on the instrument, on the equipment, I had to start packing it up real quick. So I'm going to get out of the rain now, and maybe I'll see you in Missouri. So had I not had my navigation difficulty, to actually get to Fountain Bluff was relatively easy, other than the extra distance. But that road you could have passed in with a smart car or Yugo. There was no issue there. So obviously a costly mistake, having the wrong coordinates in there and then going down and getting stuck there. You know, live and learn. Have to be more vigilant, I guess, with the GPS data, because it looked like I had recorded the right one when I put it down, but after I got stuck and was checking it, it was way off where I was supposed to be. And so Fountain Bluff ended up being relatively easy, other than the rain. And so you know, pretty wet outside, rain's coming down, and so you know, trying to head off to Missouri and see if we can get anything happening over there. I am in Chester, Illinois, right along the
onto Branch Street,
right along the mighty Mississippi. So I'm in Chester, Illinois, right along the mighty Mississippi, getting ready to move into Missouri. Okay, by the time I got out here and got everything untangled from the hasty rain event, it's now pretty dark. And so gonna try this activation. This is Missouri. I am on the Cottoner Mountain in the Mark Twain National Forest. And so we pull out the radio, get this thing hooked up. Outside of the radio is still kind of damp. I'll take care of that tonight once I get back to the hotel. 20 meters, hopefully it's still going to be active. That's about all I have right now after breaking my pack-tenna. CQ SOTA, CQ POTA, this is Kilo Zero, Foxtrot, Yankee Romeo, Summits and Parks on the Air, K0 FYR.
November Echo 7, Echo Tango. For the report, you were about a 555 into Oregon.
Victor Echo 6, Alpha Golf Romeo. Roger, Roger, you're 5-7 here in Alberta. You're quite late on a SOTA Hill. It's nice to see an activation at this time. Get good signal. Back to you.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, this is the third one today in a different state. Third state, third SOTA.
Roger that. Well, that's a big accomplishment to do a 3-play. Good for you in the middle of the winter yet. Lots of points. I'll let you go in case anybody else is in the queue there, but thank you very much for the contact at K0 FYR from DE6 AGR.
November 3, Mike, Tango, Tango. QSL, I have you 5-7, Papa Alpha, over. QSL, yeah. 5-7, they're really good. Sounding good out here for 5 watts. 7-3, thanks for being out there. Whiskey Uniform 7 Hotel.
Whiskey Uniform 7, stand by 1 second. Summit to Summit, go ahead.
Summit to Summit, November 1, Charlie, Lima Charlie, November 1, Charlie, Lima Charlie. Whiskey 6, Sierra Charlie, 338. Whiskey 6, Sierra Charlie, 338. QSL, that's 5555.
Roger, you came back up. I'll give you a 5-5 as well.
Alright, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Whiskey Uniform 7, go ahead.
Whiskey Uniform 7 Hotel.
QSL to 5-3, you're about a 5x2 in Seattle, Washington. And that's QSL.
Whiskey Bravo 3 Delta, Juliet Zulu, QRP. QSL, I have you 5-9 plus 10 in southeast Pennsylvania. I'm running 10 watts and you're 5 watts, doing great.
QRP, November 3 Delta Romeo Kilo. Yes, sir, that's correct. I'm in New Jersey. I'm running 5 watts. Your signal report is 5-7.
Kilo 6 Echo Lima. QSB again. Thank you. You are 5-252 in San Francisco from K6 Echo Lima. Thank you.
Whiskey 7 Delta.
QSL, thanks for 5-9, Mike. You are about a 4x3 near Seattle, Washington. 73, enjoy the rest of your activation. WW70.
Whiskey 7 Tango Alpha Oscar. Yeah, QSL, you're 4x6 in Seattle, Washington.
0 FYR, kilowatt 6, Tango, Uniform, Yankee, P6TUY. Now copy. Okay, on the 5 QSL, the 5-7 Missouri, you are 5-7 here in Southern California. Very nice copy. Alpha 7, Bravo. You're 5-9 Idaho. Thank you for the activation.
November 0 Alpha Whiskey.
Tango.
Yeah, Roger. November 0 Alpha Whiskey. You 5-9 here in Logan, Colorado this evening.
Yeah, the call is Whiskey Bravo 6 Papa Oscar Tango. All right, QSL, thanks for the activation. I've got you about a 55 into Northern California.
All right, sorry guys, I am going to have to QRT and pack everything away, and so I appreciate all the contacts. Thank you very much for my third summit, third park, third state today. K0 FYR. All right, just finished the activation. Had 14 total contacts. I'll go ahead and post those maps and everything in the video. Don't know if I'm going to break it up into sections. So we'll have to see. I didn't get any recordings on the second one because it was raining. And so we'll just kind of play it by ear and see how it goes. But hey, man, we did it third state, third summit, third park in 12 hours. And so appreciate y'all watching. This is Ham Solo K0 FYR 73.